get ready to thrive loud with Lou Diamond.
Hi, Thrive Loud listeners. Welcome to our new minisode this week. This is Sophia, one of the interns here at Thrive Loud. Today, we bring you a brief but bright part of the story of Jeffrey Shaw, who is the most sought-after portrait photographer in the U.S. for more than 3 decades. Besides that, Jeffrey is also known as the Lingo Guy and a coach who can speak the secret language of customers. Wondering how his multiple career directions build upon each other? Here's his story.
Have you found that ability that you've had over 30 years of taking pictures is actually how you become an amazing coach?
Yeah, there's a definite correlation for me. It's I'd even further that, Lou. Honestly, I started out in life as a really shy kid, which is why also partly why I loved the darkroom and loved photography, right? Because it was you could withdraw, I could hide. I only made it through high school because I was able to hide out in the darkroom and not go to the cafeteria, not go to the gym class, not have to participate in things that intimidated me. So even back to those roots, which I overcame, I'm a functional introvert, is what I like to say. But from that early experience and then 30 years as a photographer, honestly, what it taught me to be is a masterful observer. I've been observing people's human behavior for decades. And you start to see that there are just ways of emotionally triggering people. And the roots of the book Lingo is I wrote an e-guide years ago called Emotional Branding Blueprint. And it was and I didn't realize it at the time. I wrote this years ago, and it was just an ebook to give away for free. But I actually was tapping into what would ultimately become the book Lingo by tapping into what are the emotional triggers, because I've been observing that for so many years. And I almost had a more extreme example than most people would encounter because I grew up lower middle class and wound up serving the very affluent, right? It was such a huge spread. I knew nothing about who they were, nothing about their values. So I had a long journey to go to learn it, far more than your typical entrepreneur does. But because it was a little bit of an extreme example, it's actually helped me to coach other people. So there's an absolute tie-in for me on just having observed human behavior to bring out the best in people when they're being photographed. And now working with that, because it's all about perspective. And one of the things I tell my coaching clients right up front is, hey, I know you're paying me, but I'm actually skipping over you. And I'm embodying your ideal customer so that I can give you the feedback as to what I need to see, hear, and feel in order to be convinced to hire you. So there's a transference there that I happen to be particularly good at, no matter what the role is. It doesn't have to be high end. It can be low end, anything in between. But I think one of my innate skill sets is that ability to be kind of transfer and understand other people's perspective.
Yeah.
I think in partly because I've had such extremes to the perspectives in which I've lived my life that it's enabled me to embody, hey, I'm a Walmart customer, for example. What do I need to see from you as a brand in order to feel like I'm aligned with doing business with you?
You've been listening to Thrive Loud with your host, Lou Diamond. Make sure to subscribe on iTunes, Overcast, or wherever you get your podcasts. And follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Thrive Loud. Or find us on the web at thriveloud.com.